This book is Signal, and it is by Cynthia D. Felice. It's a story about a boy named Owen. His mom died in a terrible car crash, and he's living with his dad, who is an accountant. And his dad doesn't really ever seem to be home. So he often takes his bike and his dog and he goes on a trail. And he either rides his bike or he runs. He wants to be a soccer player, and so he's training. He's just moved to a new town, and it's the beginning of the summer, so he doesn't really have any friends or know anybody. So one day, as he's out on the trail, his dog runs up ahead of him and comes back with a bloody piece of a shirt. And he thinks it's paint, but then he discovers there's a trail and he follows the trail and it leads him um, to a girl. And this girl she's in bad shape. She's definitely injured. And she tells him a story that she is basically an alien from a world that absolutely is wonderful. There's no hate, there's no fear. All children are loved, all dogs are loved. And she asks him to bring her some supplies, some food, some water, some clothing. And he decides he's going to help her. And she thinks that that's just great. And so she's staying at an old abandoned home, and somebody discovers them there, and so they have to move where she's staying and they have to be very careful. And so eventually he brings her the things that she needs to signal her parents, who are aliens from another world, to come and pick her up. And they have quite an adventure, and a friendship develops between them, and she decides to ask him to come with her. And so he has to make a decision whether or not he wants to go with her and whether or not he believes her. And they make this big wheat signal in a big wheat field, and they're waiting for her parents from another world to come and get her.